Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video, and welcome to my latest Dungeons & Dragons related obsession. This is Dungeon Faster, which is an iOS mobile game. I think it's also on Android. It's a really cool little game. It's free. It has none of the usual problems of free mobile games associated with it. And I honestly find myself playing the heck out of this thing, so I had to share. It's a little complicated, so I'm going to try and rapidly go through a couple of games of this just to give you an idea what you're supposed to do, because I find it a heck of a lot of fun, but it took me a while to grasp how to play this. And also, it took me a while to build up some of the stats that I have, so your mileage may vary. When you first start the game, you're going to need to build up your sort of upgrade tree like I did. Anyway, so what are we looking at here? Well, this is the main menu, which I'm going to go into some of the details of what we're looking at here in a sec. Disregard the little people's heads who keep popping up. That's kind of their recommendation if you want to maybe put some money toward the developer. You become a noble, which gives you certain benefits and mostly cosmetic things. But what we want to do is launch a game by hitting the center thing here. And we want to select what character do we want. Now, this is the one that I recommend most people want to go with. This is Burbar the Barbarian. There's also a wizard for Celator, or Sorcerer. We also have here a thief called Thiefo. Huntera. Now, you have to pay with the in-game currency. It's not hard to get the money, but you have to pay for her at first. And finally, we have Paladina, the Paladin. My recommendation, go with either Paladina or Burbar. And actually, I think Burbar is the best, at least to begin with. Now, if you look here, we've got a 10 for the sword and a 10 for the shield. What does that mean? That means that he can have up to a maximum of level 10 for both of those. I thought at first, oh, okay, the other characters must have less in those areas, but they don't. If I cycle through, you'll see all of them have a maximum 10 and 10. So that really doesn't make any difference. What does make a difference are their special abilities, and I believe it's down here. We can read up for Burbar. Well, we'll do that leveling up later. I didn't know that was there. Anyway, it talks about his active skill, his passive skill, and obviously I could upgrade him, but I won't do that yet. I do have 352 gold teeth. That is the in-game currency, the thing you can do to buy things like upgrades and that, which I'll do later. The big thing that I like about him is he can remove all paralysis, and that actually does come up in kind of the latter half of the game, whereas comparatively, the other one I would recommend is Paladina. Her special ability, or her active skill, is she can remove poison, which is very handy in the earlier part of the game. So definitely either of those two are what you want to start with. I didn't really find the other two characters that fantastic. What else do you have here? Well, this is the sack of cards. Now, that's the other thing. This is a card game, and it's really, really good. All of these different cards have got different abilities. You can press on any one of them, and by hitting this thing that looks like a milk bone or whatever, it's actually a magnifying glass. This will give you the detail of what exactly happens. This is the regeneration card. It will heal you for up to some points. It'll take away the effect of poison. You can upgrade it, in this case, for 600 of those gold teeth. I'm only at 352, so that ain't going to happen. But since I've been playing this for a while, I've already upgraded myself quite a bit. You can carry a maximum of 15 cards in your bag, and you can actually swap them out. I've actually unlocked a lot of other cards. There are many more I have not yet unlocked. If there's one that you want to have, let's say I wanted to swap out, I don't know, the shield thing. If I wanted to take that away, I'd hit that card, and then I could bring this one in as an exchange for it. As it turns out, I actually prefer the other way around. So let's take that one out, and we'll put that one back in. You do find these, you do find these cards as you go around and play. So don't worry too much if you're worried, I don't have all the cards that I want. You will get more. There's also this little character here. He doesn't really do anything. It's He's just sort of an image. If you get to be a noble by giving them some cash, you can unlock these pets. But I think they're primarily just using this screen. I don't think you use them in the game itself. All right, so let's start off with a game with Burbar, and I will show you what's going on. Now, here is where we're at, and this is a little bit complicated and hard to explain at first. Burbar at the top is really just a side view, which we use for combat, nothing else. Oh, and to indicate he's moved on to the next room. So you kind of ignore that upper area. The middle area is the dungeon that we're in, or the room in the dungeon. And every room has got a door that leads, or a hatch that leads to the next room. You want to find that, but it's always locked. You have to find the key, which is also somewhere in this room, and typically it is defended by a monster. There's always one monster in each room. As you go up in level, there are more. In addition, you have these little card indicators. In this case, I've got a diamond, another diamond, and a heart. And if you look up here, you can see, because these are cards, all of my hearts, diamonds, and spades, and clubs. And currently, I have 0 of all of those. I want to use those because I use them in getting my abilities, my spells. They're used for launching the cards. The cards you can see are down at the bottom, and you can make out that some of the cards do require some either hearts or diamonds or whatever. For example, this one needs at least 1 diamond and 1 club. This card requires 1 heart and 20 gold pieces, etc., etc. And up in the top, I've got my amount of gold teeth, which are, as I say, the sort of in-game currency, and how much gold I have picked up. Now, the gold always zeroes out at the end of the adventure, so what you collect of gold is only used for casting the cards, the spells, or the abilities. So don't let it pile up too much, because you don't take it with you anywhere. It's only used per trip down through the dungeon. Now, what I'll do is I'll tap on one of the tiles in the room here. It may unveil a creature. There may be a pot of gold. There may be a sword or a shield. That's the other thing I need to point out. I'm currently running 0 shields and 1 attack, 1 sword. And below that is my hit points. I have 14 hit points. As I pick up swords, that means that I do more damage. As I pick up shields, I have more defense. I can have a maximum of 10 and 10. You remember at the beginning I showed you they all have maximum 10 in both camps. So let's start off. I'm going to uncover the green diamond here. And immediately I've actually found the creature of the room. This is the art style is very curious. I don't know what this is. Some kind of tarantula thing with a cross on its back. He is currently asleep. And you'll see this little symbol here. That indicates he's actually sleeping. It's got tiny little Z's kind of floating up to indicate he's asleep. So if I attack him while he's sleeping, I will not necessarily kill him because he has 1 shield, as you can see, but he's also got 1 hit point. And I do 1 point of damage with my axe. So I'm going to attack him. Now, I used to make a mistake of trying to tap on the bad guy themselves. You actually just want to hit the axe or the combat symbol in the center there. So let's swing once. Okay, I've woken him up, and you can see now he has no more shields, and he still has 1 hit point. Also on either side are their special abilities. We already know that I can stop myself from being dazed and confused. What's his special ability? If I tap on it, it will tell me. Come here. On every 3rd strike, the cross spider will poison you for 3 turns if it is not blocked. So I got to knock this guy out in 3 turns. All right, so luckily, I think I'm going to do that because I always go first. So I'm going to swing at him, and I'm going to kill him. And he's gone. I've earned a gold tooth and also a bit of cash. If I was a noble, I would get double that quantity. Again, that's a nice feature. If you want to give the developer some money, you will get bonuses like that. All right, so let's pick up that key. And I also got a couple of bits of gold. Let's get some of these other things. Now, I can uncover anything here, but I'm going to go for the heart. Oh, I've picked up a spare card. It's now in my deck of cards. I haven't used any of the 4 that are at the bottom there, so I can't get to that other card just yet, but at least I've added a new card to my deck. And the diamond, I get another card. I will explain each of these cards as we go. Now there are no more diamonds or hearts or anything, but you can see I've got some now in my repertoire up here. Let's actually uncover the rest of the room because we got to get to that sealed door. We've got the key, now we just got to get to the gate. There's some gold, so I'll take that. Oh no, I've been hit by a spider web. This will immobilize me, but luckily that's not a big deal. It's going to immobilize me, I think, for 2 turns, and the turns only happen when you uncover more floorboards. So if I go here, for example, I'm still immobilized, but luckily there was nothing under there. And then again, ooh, there's a potion for some health if I need it. I'm still immobilized. See how the barbarian's waving back and forth. Let's do a third one. Okay, he's back. He's awake again. But luckily nothing attacked me. So let's see, what else we got here? Some more gold. Ah, and there's the gate. And it now leads to the next floor. That's pretty cool. If I want, I can take the, I can actually take the potion, even though I'm at full health. I can take that. And it turns it into a gold tooth. Not all the time. Sometimes there's a trap under there, so you need to kind of carefully choose if you really, really want to uncover everything else in the room. But since we're doing that here, I will do it. So let's uncover this. Nothing. Ooh, some more gold. A gold tooth. Awesome. And a shield. Now that's going to be good. Watch how currently my shield, which is 0, goes to 1. Excellent. So now if somebody hits me, the shield will go before I'll take the damage. Anything here? I have another card for my deck. And finally, another gold tooth. All right, we'll take that. And sometimes there's stuff under the cobweb. Let's try that. Oh, there was nothing. All right, let's descend to the next level. Now this is the world map. This shows you how far you have to do. These are all the rooms, and eventually you want to get down to the, I guess, the major boss at the bottom. There are other bosses along the way, indicated by these kind of unusual symbols. As you make your way around and down this long path, you will encounter tougher characters, which, if you defeat them, they kind of go into your gallery of defeated enemies, and they give you more gold teeth for using for upgrades. All right, let's exit here. Now we're in the second room, and the level is saved. If a call comes in or if something happens I need to leave, I can just leave it and the game will remember where I was here. Really, really like that feature. It makes this a really, really perfect mobile game to play. And as you can see, I got a lot more options now for diamonds and clubs and spades and the whole 9 yards. So the danger is, we're in the second room now, there may more likely be something hidden underneath these. So, the other thing is, now I can actually use a couple of my cards. This one here will actually do damage or reduce the attack of the enemy. There is no enemy right now, so I can't really play it. And this vampire one will actually suck his energy and give it to me, but because I'm at full health, it's not really any use yet. I will show you that when that comes up. Let's uncover some more cards here. I got another shield, and now my rebound spell or ability is uncovered. Okay, let's take the shield. So now I have 2 shields. I am actually going to use the ricochet. What's this actually called? If I want to play a card, I can hold my finger on it and I can either trash it, which I don't want to do. I can play it, which is what that arrow means. Or if I've forgotten, if I haven't played for a while, this magnifying glass will remind me what this does. So let's do that. Let's slide it up there. What does it do again? This is the reflection ability. So I've got it upgraded to level 3 already. The next attack you receive will have an 80% of the damage minimum of 3 reflected back to the enemy. Instead, the spell can't be stacked. Okay, so let's close that. Now I know what that does. So essentially, this is going to make me sparkle, for lack of a better description, and it'll always act as like a, if somebody hits me, they get hit back type of thing. So I am going to play it. So to do that, I hold the card and then I play it by going there. And now you can kind of make out the barbarian's got this little sparkly effect going on around him. He is now protected. The first thing that attacks him is going to deflect back at them. And that has revealed another card. Now I can actually play this heart card, which what that will do is, for the cost of 1 gold, I can get 1 heart. I might as well. A, it's good to have the hearts and stuff up there. The gold is easier to recuperate. Secondly, or B, it frees up another card, so we might get something better in our deck of, or our ability to play 4 here. So let's get this heart. I will now play it. I have received 1 heart. It cost me 1 gold. And now I've freed up a thing that looks like a moon with some Z's. It's obviously for casting, to make somebody fall asleep. I cannot cast that yet. A, there's nobody to make fall asleep. And B, I don't have a club, so I need 1 diamond and 1 club to make that work. And it's not going to work till I get a club. Let's pick up a club right here. Perfect. You can see now I could cast that sleep ability. Again, there's nobody to cast it on yet. So let's gather up more of these cards. Let's go with a spade and a diamond. There's the gate. Oh, wow, we are already halfway there. It's locked. All we need to do is find the guy with the key, which of course will mean some combat. So let's go with this and this. Now again, it's a little dangerous later on as you uncover. Oh, okay. So we have a skeleton with a rat, and because they surprised me, the rat always surprises me. He gets to attack first. He actually did, and you may have seen he actually got that little deflection. He attacked me, but it bounced back at him. I will now swing. I could make him fall asleep, but I think my sleep ability only works on 1 enemy. It can't work on 2. And the snag is the enemies are stacked in a way that I have to fight the rat before I can fight the skeleton. If I swing now, I will only hit the rat. But let's do that, because that'll make it kind of interesting. I will hit the center here. The rat is dead, but the skeleton swung at me, and you'll notice that that reduced my shield to 0. So the next time he hits me, he's going to do damage to me. I think what I'll do is, you can actually make skeletons fall asleep, which I find weird. That's a counter to Dungeons & Dragons rules. But I'm going to do that. So let's make him fall asleep. I will cast the sleep. And there you go. Now he's sleeping. So I get a free attack. Let's do that. All right. Well, he has now reduced down. He's got 1 shield left, and he also has the ability to attack for 1. I don't think you can reduce attacks to 0. In fact, let's give that a try. This card should actually reduce any attacks he's got down, but I think because he's already at a minimum of 1, I won't be able to cast it. Let's try this. Yeah, it did a little do-do-dum sound. That means it's not applicable. He has a minimum of 1 attack. I can't reduce it to 0. So that's why that's not working. If we try to use the vampire ability, I'm at full health, so I don't think I can use the vampire ability. Yeah, again, not applicable, so no good yet. So let's do some combat. Let's fight him. Oh, okay, now he's done some damage to me, but at least I've got his shield down to 0. Let's hit him again. You'll see he's down to 3 out of 4. My axe only does 1 point of damage because I haven't picked up any sword icons yet. You can increase that so that it's up to a maximum of 10. So a single swing of the axe would do 10 points of damage maximum. But we're not there yet. We're pretty far from it. Let's try another swing. All right. Oh, and a little gold coin fell off there. You may notice his ability, on every 3rd attack, skeletons will steal half of your coins. So because I let him hit me 3 times, he's taken half my money, the bugger. All right, in that case, let's, we're now down a few hit points. He's only got 2. I'm going to use that vampire ability to take his life force from him. And he's dead. And I'm back up a hit point. That worked out well. Okay, plus I get a reward. I've got some gold teeth, which would be more if I was a noble, and I've also got some gold back. Well, we still have yet to find the key. It might actually be in that little, you see with the wiggling fingers there, that's the rat hole, if you will. So let's tap on that. No, it's not there. So somewhere here, there is still a key to be found. There's a shield. Okay, perfect. So I can put my shields back up. And, oh, some gold. Excellent. Now I'm a little worried. Ah, see? Sometimes there's traps. Yeah, some little spikes in the floor there. So I was going along doing my own thing, and I actually got hurt. So that's the danger of just tapping at random. You do have traps you got to watch out for. So let's go on. I usually start with the diamonds and the spades and the hearts and stuff, because I do need to build up these guys up here. But there's no guarantee that it's always good stuff under there. It tends to be good stuff. Not always. All right. Well, good. Now with that gold, I can now unleash any of my 4 cards. That's perfect. But unfortunately, I don't actually have any key yet. Let's go here. All right, so I'm just going to start clearing out the room, hoping that I can find the key. Where the heck is the key? But you see what I mean? Like, this is a really good combination of dungeon exploring and combat. Ooh, I'm not quite sure what that does. Also, let's use... Okay, I'm at 12 out of 14. Let's increase our health. There we go. That's better. And proceeding. Good. There is a sword. Now, even though I'm using an axe, it basically means increase your attack damage. So I'm going to hit that, and it'll increase this from a 1 to a 2. Now I will do 2 points of damage with my axe. So that's perfect. Let's go on. More gold. Where the heck is that key? When you finally get into the swing of this game, ooh, I'll use that for some more damage. When you finally get into the swing of this game, it's a lot quicker than what I'm showing you. I've just been doing a lot of instructing. Well, we've almost emptied the room. Where's that key? Oops. Oh, I got another card. That's always good. Of course, it's always under the last one, isn't it? There is the key. Gate is open. Let's proceed to the next level. Now you'll see here, I've got a prompt. Do I want to go through the tunnel? That was something I unlocked. As I managed to progress in the game, a little man came along and said, hey, I'm going to dig a tunnel for you. It's sort of a shortcut. It would allow me to bypass this area over here and just get onto the harder levels. It's good for when you've upgraded yourself and you don't want to spend a lot of time with the easier combat. For now, I'll say no. And we will proceed along this path as per normal. So, let's close and do the next room. Let's unlock more of these guys. Oh, yes, before I forget, hang on, let's get that to increase my health there. I'm back to full health. Another really useful card that I've got is this one, which allows me to basically uncover what are under these tiles. For about 2 seconds, it's going to show me a handful of available cards, and then I'll know what's there. So I'll know to avoid traps. I'll know where the bad guy is, possibly. Let's see what the reveal does. Okay, I see the key. Okay, so the key is right above this guy, which was a sword. So let's pick that up. But I will wait, because I know the key has probably got a monster attacking it, or defending it. Let's get that gold. There was another good one over here. Perfect. At least now we're a little better prepared. So that was a good card to have. They're not always good cards, though. You'll notice this one here has got a coin with a slash in it. That means I'm actually going to lose 10 gold. Why would they put that there? It's just a sign of, like, not all cards are beneficial. There are some negative ones. And that's fine, just avoid using them. But sometimes there's 4 of them down there and you're kind of stuck. It's a way to limit your magical deck from always being super, super powerful. All right, let's proceed. And we'll go here. Oh, dang. Okay, well, there we go. I clicked on him. But you know what? I can do a fair amount of damage to him. And why don't we just use this one, which I believe knocks him out? Let's have a look. Let's put that there. That is the paralysis. Paralyze the closest enemy for 2 rounds. Yes, I will do that. So let's play paralysis. Again, it's going to cost me 1 heart, 1 diamond, and 20 gold? 20 gold. So let's play that. Now he's paralyzed for 2 rounds, so I can hit him once. And I can hit him again. Now he's only got 2 hit points left, and I'm still doing 2 damage with my axe, so let's hit him again. And he's toast! I got some gold, and I got some gold teeth. Now I have the card, the key. All we have to do is find the gate. And this is essentially the game. It's really, really fun. It's a nice pace. It's a lot of strategy involved. You get a really high amount of challenge with this game. Like, it took me a while to unlock enough of the character abilities and all these different cards and upgrade my cards so that they're pretty lethal and useful. I really, really like that. It's something that I just find I play on the go, really quick and easy. Do I need the health? No. And although I could pick that up and get maybe a bit of gold for it, there might be a trap underneath it, so let's just proceed. This is Dungeon Faster. It's a really, really cool game. I'm finding I'm playing the heck out of it. It's got a wonderful D&D kind of a vibe. I mean, you're dungeon crawling. Oh no, something took away one of my cards, that ice block. So now I'm missing a card out of my deck. Be careful how you proceed. Don't just be yakking away, not paying attention here. But I do need to find that gate. Oh, there's my armor. Nice, I got 2 shields now. And you do actually get up to level 10 with some of these things. As you progress down through the game, you will find you're actually starting to reach a maximum. It'll actually pop up a little menu or a little warning. You've already reached the maximum number of shields and the maximum number of attacks for these guys. So let's just see. Is it always? It's always the last one. Oh, see, the rat came out and he attacked me. So let's just get him. Dead. Dead as a doornail. What's under there? Eh, nothing. All right. It's always the last one, isn't it? Okay. There's the gate. Let's go to the next level. Also, those 4 cards that were at the bottom of the screen, they are randomly shuffled every time you enter a new room. So don't hold on to one of them thinking, oh, I might be able to use it here. These are now new cards. In fact, there's that ricochet. Let's use that. I do like having that standing by. Let's go here. There. Oops. There's our enemy. You know what? I'm going to make him fall asleep. Perfect. Now let's get him. Oh, he survived that. All right. Well, he does have 2 shields, so let me reduce the shields to nothing. Perfect. Also, you can play these cards, and it doesn't count as a move. Like, you can play all of this stuff before the bad guy can actually make his attack. I'm going to bring out my minion, which I have actually admittedly souped up a lot. I've upgraded him a great deal. So if I play this card, now I've got a buddy. You see that red hobgoblin-y guy? He's going to help me out, and he's actually very, very buffed up and strong. So the 2 of us will quickly dispatch this enemy. Ooh, I thought so. Anyway, he's got 2 hit points left. All right, that's him dead. Now we've got the card. The key. Let's find the gate. And these gold, you definitely want to hang on to them. There we go. There's the gate. See, it's not always the last one. Let's go down to the next level. You can see there's quite a lot of rooms here. Like, this is a slow, slow procedure. What do we want to reveal here? What do we got? There's a bomb in this room. Okay, avoid the bomb. So I want to go with that one. I want to go with that one. I do not want to go with that one because there was a bomb. So let's just gather up this stuff here. Really love a fun game. And for a freemium title, it doesn't have any of the usual problems of freemium. There's no problem with it. I'm going all around that bomb just so that I know to remind myself, don't click on it. Yeah, I'm usually not a fan of these because there's always like in-game advertising or some kind of, you know, if you wanted the really good stuff, you just have to pay for it now. This doesn't have any of those. Okay, let's get him. First of all, let's reduce it. Okay, his attack is 1, but his shields are 4, so let's knock his shields down to nothing. Now I knocked it down to 1 anyway. Ooh, let's get him with a flame here. Excellent. Let's upgrade our minion. Now he's really buff. Let's paralyze him. Oh, good, a ricochet. I like that. Oh, I've already got a ricochet because I'm glowing. Okay, let's knock him out. Took one swing from the minion. Perfect. So there's the key. Yeah, it's a really, really great game. Oh, this is not going to really be of much use now, but that will make the enemy fall asleep. So maybe there'll be another enemy in the room. Let's proceed here. If a rat comes out or something, I could probably use that. But yeah, no, it's a great little game. It's a nice... it's perfect for on the go because you're only doing one room at a time, and it's the kind of game you can be distracted, you can turn your attention elsewhere if you need to, and then come back. Oh, there's another thing I could knock him to sleep with. You can come back and you haven't really lost it. Oh, there's the next room. So that essentially is the game itself, and you just proceed until you die, which doesn't take too long. So that's essentially the main game. That's the single-player game. There is multiplayer, which I'll show you in a second. Before I do, though, remember those gold teeth? Well, if you go up here, this actually shows you your trophies. These are bad guys, bosses, that I have defeated over my various campaigns. And every few hours or so, if you tap on them, they will give you more of those gold teeth. So if I just, they're almost like something you can harvest. After a period of time, the more of these villains that you take on, the more of these floating heads you're going to get. And then as the hours go by, or it's either hours or the number of times you maybe it's the number of times you encounter them. Yeah, because I haven't encountered the werewolf for a while. Okay, it's every time you attack one of these and they die, one of their heads will be in this jar. And then you can just tap on there and get more gold teeth for them, which you've seen I've just maxed up. I'm now at 426. Those gold teeth are used for upgrading all of your cards and your character, which I've now discovered. Also, as I say, there is multiplayer. It's a little weird. You go into this red room, and in this case, you don't get to choose what character you're playing, but you do get to see the leaderboards of who has already played. Let me give you this is always a short game, so I'll just play one here. So this time we're the wizard. Same idea as before, but this time the rooms are set and they're a lot harder. And if you're lucky, you will survive. All right, let's see if I can get through one room. I think the most I've ever gotten is 2. But you rack up a lot of points. Oh man, him? All right, well at least he's asleep. Okay, let's try and hit him. Yay. Well, I've got him down fairly good. Let's try and take his energy. Didn't help too much. All right, keep going. He's got 2 more hit points, and I've got 6. 1 more hit. Ooh, he's done for. All right, good. Got rid of him. And there's the key. I could go into all the details of every single card, but this video is getting long enough already. So now we're off to the next level. This one does not have the map. This shows you just successfully got through that room. You've got a score. Let's keep going. I'll be lucky if I make it past this room. As I say, I maybe get 2 before I die. That's a magic potion. I didn't get a chance to show you that. It's good because, as you can see, I did take some hits from that werewolf, so I'm down to 5. I'm going to take the magic potion. Not only does it restore your health, it also gives you the ability to fend off any paralysis or poison or anything like that. And in fact, it also gives you shields and attack. It's got a lot of good things. So what's the disadvantage? Well, unfortunately, it also stuns you or makes you wiggle around like you're not able to do anything for a couple minutes, like the cobweb. Here we go. Now you can see I'm wiggling around, but at least I'm stronger and I'm better. Let's just hope I don't encounter anything until those turns are taken up. Whew, okay, I was lucky. I managed to get past there. That's why the other guy who can avoid the paralysis is kind of useful, the barbarian. All right, let's make her fall asleep and get her. Oops, if we can. Okay, she's awake now. 1 more hit point. And she's toast. Perfect. Then we grab the key, and we go to the next level. So this is Dungeon Faster, a really, really good game. I am so impressed with this. I love, oh man, I took damage there. I love this game. It's, as I say, it's become my new D&D sort of fascination, my obsession. It's a great little mobile game. I love playing it. It's fast, and yet also it takes a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking. You might find that you're very slow to progress initially. It takes a long time for all those upgrades to become sort of useful. But man, it's a really, really good game when it's done. Oh no, I think we're in trouble now. Let's try and make him fall asleep. That didn't work so well. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. But now I'm on the leaderboard, maybe. And alas, no, I was number 52 on the leaderboard charts. But I think that's maybe the way that the developers know people are still playing this thing, is through the leaderboard activity. And that's all that there is to it. Like, they don't pester you with ads. They don't pester you for... There is that one request, become a noble, if you want to give them a couple bucks, and it gives you some nice aesthetic things, and you can get more of those gold teeth in order to upgrade your stuff. But it's not really very pushy, and it's a great little game. I am really, really loving this thing. So I just wanted to do a quick video, although that ended up being a lot longer than I thought. I could go into a lot more depth, but honestly, try it out for yourself. I'll, if I can find the links both on iTunes and in the Google App Store or Marketplace, I'll show where you can get this game yourself. Really recommend it. It's a lot of fun. All right, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.